visuals and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Pokemon Thursday. Why the fuck can't I just do a nice little... I wanted to do a really cool entrance like, hey, welcome, and then... Determined. Oh my god, literally I have the fattest fucking head. Oh, that's going to be the closest we're going to get. Yes, hello visuals, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another edition of Pokemon Thursday. The day of the week we talk all about how I can become so sweaty in a hat that's, I think, designed for breathing. People go on holiday, don't they? They'll be in some sort of vineyard, getting some wine, and they'll wear nice little hats like this. And I don't know if they're sweatless, but I'm sweating even more. Not really, we're of course to talk about Pokemon, but more specifically, fucking chop at an angle. Talk about Detective Pikachu the movie. Now we're going to kind of do a somewhat a few years later. What fucking year did Detective Pikachu come out actually? Here you go. What year did the film Detective Pikachu come out?
In the United Kingdom, Pokemon Detective Pikachu came out on the 10th of May 2019.
2019? Fucking 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 5 years ago, 5 years on. How well do I still enjoy, do I still like Detective Pikachu, the movie? I watched it a couple of days ago, again for the first time in maybe about a year or two or some shit like that. And it's still massively held up. Now, I understand that I could be maybe one of the people, because I'm optimistic about most things I watch, right? And I don't think I need to worry about spoilers, because it's been out for, as we just found out, 5 fucking years. And if you're going to see it, you would have seen it by now. And if you don't care about being spoiled, I can't imagine you would care anyway. It's a Pokemon film. If you don't like Pokemon, what does it matter? I'm Mr. Optimistic, and I remember first seeing this, and when it so it's come on the big screen and we see the Pidgeotto. I'm fairly certain to this day it's a Pidgeotto. I will always say it's Pidgeotto flying over the top. I remember getting so watery in my eyes, thinking, "Oh my god, this is life. This is where I want to live. There, this is what. If I had a wish, it would be to be in the world of Pokemon and doing the crazy things, and going on adventures and catching and training and battling and trying to become champion and all that kind of shit." And I just felt overwhelmed and happy and so in love with it. And every time I've watched it, I've always had that feeling as well. And after it being a few years since watching it, I put it back on and I was like, oh my god, it still hits, it hits the same, it still hits hard. And I think, yes, we can debate about what the best Pokemon film actually is, but I think without a shadow of a doubt, for me personally, it is one of the best Pokemon films we have ever got and we ever will get. Me and Chris on the podcast, on the Entertainment News podcast, spoke about a TV show potentially supposed to be happening, set in the same world, a potential sequel supposed to be happening. I want all of that to happen. Give me a sequel, give me a series, whatever the fuck you want to give me. I want to take more of this. The film is 110% made with so much love and a lot of deep knowledge of Pokemon. Because here's one of the things, right? This is something that's on me. This is my fault. But here's something that absolutely made me overwhelmed and so happy and like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's something in my stupid little brain. If you were to tell me in 6 years ago, 7 years ago, the Detective Pikachu live action Pokemon film, what do you think the Pokemon are going to look like? I'm going to say, oh, fuck, have we got a picture of any fucking Pokemon near? We'll just use our fucking pen. I would say that Pikachu and that Psyduck, well, that's actually quite good that we're using them two because they're two large components of the film. These two, that's how it would look. It would look like this, but with just that wandering about. Obviously, me being the fucking idiot I am, that's how I imagine live action. No, if there was live action, Charizard would have scales, Pikachu would have its fur, Ditto would look all jelly-like and whatnot. The Torterras would look a bit more earthy and dirty and all that stuff. The Greninjas would seem a little bit more slimy and, you know, thingy with the weird tongues and all that shit. The detail that went into making the Pokemon look like they were real-life creatures that already and have always existed in that world. I was proper, like, took back by it, like, oh my god, yeah, of course that's how they would look. And it blew my stupid little mind because I was just thinking, live action, oh, here's a cartoon fucking Growlithe. No, you moron. All that and fell in love with it even more. I also love how the film made me fall in love with, well, where's he gone? Fucking Psyduck. The way they portrayed Psyduck in this, it gave me so much more love for him and so much more enjoyment out of him. Seeing him in his little chest, doing all of his stuff. It was absolutely friggin' adorable. It also come with a, granted, easy to figure out mystery involved of, oh, where's his dad? Who's really Detective Pikachu? Why can you talk and stuff? It was an obvious one, especially whenever we got flashbacks, so they would always avoid Ryan Reynolds' face and stuff like that. And Mewtwo not really being this big evil thing that was supposed to be. It was all the, you know, the big corporations and all that kind of shit. I want to use Mewtwo's powers and, you know, live forever and stuff and have ultimate power. So I had a fun mystery to try and solve for out of it. Like I said, granted being easy, but it's such an enjoyable film. I think anybody that's not a Pokemon fan can sit down with this, you know, whether they want to watch with their kids or their nieces and nephews, or just chill by themselves on a Friday night thing, and I'm not going out, let's just chuck this on. And I think most people will have fun with it. Yes, it won't be for everybody. Some people will extremely hate it, but I think most people will have a good time with it. There is a lot of attention to detail. It's funny, it's emotional, especially when Pikachu eventually, you know, Volt Tackle and charges up, seeing an underground Pokemon battle of Charizard against Pikachu, and then obviously Magikarp getting involved and evolving to Gyarados, and how in that goes down. The Apom being what they're like, seeing the little police snubble and stuff. We see Growlithe. Did we see an Arcanine? I can't remember now. I literally watched it last week. You see some cool fucking amazing stuff. Rhyme City being absolutely just a beautiful, beautiful place for Pokemon and humans to exist in this modern age of buildings and stuff. But, you know, Pangoro chilling on the bench with the Pancham climbing over it and stuff. It's just so much fun, and it's, I don't know if any of you other Pokemon fans ever sit and daydream whether you're at work and you're doing a job that takes no much thought, you just, whatever it may be, and you got 10 minutes and you just sort of daydream about what it would be like wandering around. Because I often do it all the time. What's going to be like walking around Gotham? What would it be like being a Spider-Man swinging around? Or what would it really be like walking around now and there's Pokemon, you know, helping us coexist in this modern life? You know, maybe there's a Pokemon fucking taxi driver. There's an Alakazam in the front of a taxi just driving about. I always daydream of shit like that, and I feel like Detective Pikachu really hit the nail on the head, and they got it so right. Fun story, great comedy, fun action, heartwarming moments about reuniting with kind of not fallen off, but, you know, distanced themselves sort of relatives and shit like that with, what's his name, Tim, and just, it's just so much fun. It's so lovable, it's so enjoyable. It's a quick, like, what, hour and a half-ish movie you have such great fun with, and it still holds up. I think if I come back to it in another 5 years and do another review, I'll still be saying the same things. It's just something that you put on, and it's a couple of hours of enjoyment, and I'm sucked into this world that I already love so friggin' much, and it's the closest I will ever be able to be sucked into this world, unless I'm actually in some way, shape or form in the next film, which is never going to happen because I'm not an actor or anything. But this is the closest as a Pokemon fan I will ever get, I feel like, to really being inside of Pokemon. Maybe, unless there's a Pokemon theme park that opens up, actually. That'd be a good show. Still, for me, just a really, really fun film. Yes, I know for a fact I give it 10 out of 10 when I did the original review, and I'm still sticking with it. I can't help but just have fun with it. There's nothing I could sit back and go, oh, well, I didn't really like this bit, oh, that bit's a bit, and oh, this bit. No, I'm sorry. I saw a Psyduck being adorable. I saw an underground Pokemon battle. I saw a heartwarming, emotional reunion between a father and son. I had a fun little mystery. Here's Mewtwo. Here's the most cutest version of Bulbasaur I've ever fucking seen in my entire life, with his giant, beautiful friggin' eyes. We saw giant Torterras. We saw scary-ass Greninjas doing this shit. I can't help it. I love the film so much. It's so much fun. It's absolutely awesome, and it's amazing, and it sucks me into a world that I already have so much love for. So Detective Pikachu, 5 years on, is still absolutely amazing for me. Everything just, yep, amazing, beautiful, fun, just outstanding, but more importantly, visuals. If you've watched it recently, let me know what you think 5 years on, how you feel about it. Is it slipped down for you, maybe, or did you never really like it in the first place? Did you think having the Pokemon look the way they did was a bit, oh, I don't really like this? I want to know anything you want to let me know. Good, neutral, negative, whatever the fuck it may be, but more importantly, visuals. That's been my review of Detective Pikachu, 5 years on, still absolutely amazing, still out of 10 out of 10, but more importantly, thank you so much for watching, and remember to always keep being you, and keep on, keeping on.